takes years to be able to put together a body that looks awesome on stage and to be able to pose and to flex and to get all those things. Bodybuilding doesn't get the credit. I think a big part of it is you then had something to carve, right? Like you before you were in good shape, you were lean,
yeah,
but you didn't have the mass. Right. And you wanted to really add the mass, and now you got thicker shoulders, wider shoulders.
Yeah.
What do you think the biggest difference was between kind of floating around normal 200, getting up to 240, and now carving back down? Like, have you noticed where you're like, wow, that's kind of neat. Like, I didn't know that my shoulders would get this wide, or didn't know this would happen.
As far as like my appearance, like my look, I would say.
Like, where'd you grow the most, do you think?
Oh, where I grew the most, I want to say definitely my legs and probably, yeah, everything here, like my shoulders, my chest has gone up a little bit. My back is still definitely a weak point. I have trouble like connecting with it, opening up when I pose, but like really everything has kind of gotten better and improved. Like I kind of feel like I filled out everywhere because I'm super like OCD when it comes to training. I can't leave anything out. Tibs, forearms, everything. I'm making sure I give the right amount of attention to, not leaving anything out. So I kind of like, that's how I did it. I've always been like that. Like I don't want to have any weak links at all, whether it's strength, mobility, muscle size. Like I don't want to have any imbalances. So I kind of just did it all at once, gave everything the right amount of love so it all grows at the same, for the most part, at the same time. So yeah.
It takes years, right? It takes years to be able to put together a body that looks awesome on stage and to be able to pose and to flex and to get all those things integrated. It's a tough, bodybuilding doesn't get the credit. And I've always kind of thought, you know, it's funny, once you get exposed to something, then you're a huge fan of it, like especially if you have a good exposure to it. But, you know, doing one bodybuilding show, I was just like, I can't believe that I played sports for so long and a coach never said like, this is how you flex your calf. This is how you flex your hamstring, because it's such an elementary thing, but it's such a huge general thing of like, these are the muscles we're going to use when you're out on the football field.
Right.
When you're doing a sprint, when you're trying to cover a receiver, if you're going out for a pass, like these are the muscles you're going to use when you play baseball and when you go to run to the base. You know, does everybody feel that muscle in the back of their leg? Like just pick up your foot off the ground. And it's just interesting. You never work on any of that. So then you try bodybuilding, you start posing, and you can kind of flex some stuff, but half the other stuff, you're like, I don't even know how to gain access to flexing that part.
Yeah, that's
the posing part of it's really tough.
Oh yeah, that's one thing I definitely like the whole posing side of things. Just everything about it's not even necessarily bodybuilding, like just the mental side of things, like the mental challenge is definitely something that intrigued me coming, especially this prep, like being able to kind of just like tough it out, just kind of embrace it. Like baseball is great. Like you're competing against another team. You have a team on your side. It's very competitive, especially at like a higher level.
Power Project fam, this episode is brought to you by Vivo Barefoot Shoes. We've been wearing these shoes for almost a year now. They're flexible. They have a wide toe box. They allow your feet to get connected to the ground, and they will make your feet stronger, and they don't look like shit like a lot of these other barefoot shoes. Andrew, how can they get them?
For the best barefoot shoes on the planet, and they also look really, really good, head over to vivobarefoot.com/powerproject. At checkout, enter promo code PowerProject20 to save 20% off. Again, vivobarefoot.com/powerproject, promo code PowerProject20 to save 20% off. Links to them down in the description as well as the podcast show notes. Let's go ahead and get back to this podcast.
But bodybuilding, like you're in control of what you're doing, and it's every day like counts. Every day is towards something, so you almost get into like a routine. Like it really has improved my life, my schedule, like my routine. Like every day I wake up with a purpose. I'm like, I got to do this, and this, cardio, meal prep, 10-minute walks, like take notes, like do everything I need to do. So it kind of like has shown me how to set up a schedule and like basically my life. Like it's gave me a lot of structure that baseball really didn't. Like I could just roll out of bed and go go to the field and play baseball, and then it's over, and I'm just like fucking off and doing whatever. But bodybuilding is like you're in it 24/7. So I would say the mental side of things is probably my favorite part.
Yeah.
Like the physique is just kind of that's what comes with it.
And I know, so, because people are going to wonder, now, when we saw you training before, you've been big, right?
Yeah.
But then you did make a transition into, because like you were competing NPC, you were competing against a lot of other guys. How has that transitioned into utilizing some PEDs? Peeps, we love bringing you all this fitness information, and we also want to help bring that information to more people. So if you could help us out, hit that subscribe button and then hit the notification bell, and we'll continue to bring you the heat. And I won't whisper in your ear. Talk to you guys later.